Title: Born to Run, Breeding and Raising the Champion Racehorse. The Legacy of Speed. Journey into the world of legendary racehorses, from Secretariat to Frankel. This chapter explores the stories of iconic champions whose names have become synonymous with speed, power, and glory. Experts, historians, and breeders discuss what set these horses apart and how their genetics continue to shape modern racing. Blueprint of a champion. What makes a racehorse genetically superior? Dive deep into the science of equine genetics, fast-twitch muscle fibers, cardiovascular efficiency, and the elusive X-factor linked to large heart size. Learn how bloodlines, genetic markers, and pedigree analytics are used to predict performance potential. Selecting the perfect pair. The high-stakes decisions behind mating selections. Breeders weigh history, conformation, temperament, and racing records in the search for an ideal stallion-mare pairing. This chapter includes auctions, private deals, and international breeding agreements that determine the next generation of racehorses. The art and science of breeding. From traditional breeding barns to cutting-edge reproductive technologies. Go behind barn doors to see natural cover in thoroughbreds, along with embryo transfers and AI used in other breeds. Hear from reproduction specialists and veterinarians on timing, technique, and maximizing fertility success rates. Gestation, the road to birth. The care and monitoring of a mare through nearly a year-long pregnancy. This chapter follows pregnant mares through their final trimester. It covers nutrition, exercise, ultrasounds, and round-the-clock foaling surveillance systems that ensure a healthy delivery. First breath, first steps. The miracle of birth and the critical first 24 hours. Witness the birth of foals and the immediate challenges they face, from standing and nursing to bonding with the mare. Experts explain neonatal health risks, immune transfer via colostrum, and early signs of conformation issues. Early days on the farm. How champions are shaped from the ground up. This segment focuses on imprinting, basic handling, and the foal's first experiences with humans and other horses. Safe pastures, herd dynamics, and gradual exposure to stimuli build confidence and social intelligence. Like, share, and subscribe. To help the channel grow, let's continue. Weaning without worry. One of the most stressful transitions in a young horse's life. We explore traditional and progressive weaning methods, the psychology behind separation, and how nutrition and companionship help reduce trauma. Behavioral scientists discuss foal anxiety and bonding with stablemates. Building the athlete yearling development. From pasture to pre-training, a focus on physical conditioning. Young horses begin to experience structured exercise and obstacle training. This chapter covers bone density development, balanced nutrition, chiropractic care, and how groundwork influences future soundness. The eyes of a horseman. Talent identification from conformation to charisma. What do professional buyers, trainers, and bloodstock agents see when they look at a yearling? Learn how experts evaluate potential based on bone structure, walk, muscle tone, and even psychological attitude. Breaking in, first lessons under saddle. The first ride can shape a career. Follow young horses through halter breaking, lunging, and their initial experiences with tack and riders. Trainers discuss patience, pressure and release training, and building trust without fear. Mental toughness and temperament. The overlooked ingredient of a champion, the mind. Beyond athleticism, racing success depends on composure under pressure. This chapter highlights behavioral profiling, stress tolerance, and how training environments foster emotional resilience. The role of the trainer. From raw potential to polished athlete. A day in the life of top racehorse trainers as they build customized training programs. Includes conditioning regimens, feedback from exercise riders, and adapting plans based on personality and progress. Feeding the fire. Elite equine nutrition for peak performance. Explore cutting-edge feed strategies, supplements, and hydration practices tailored for young racehorses. Nutritionists explain how proper gut health, muscle recovery, and calorie balance fuel champions. The veterinary edge. Modern medicine meets elite sport. This chapter profiles the vet teams who ensure soundness, manage inflammation, and prevent injury. Controversial topics such as Lasix, therapeutic injections, and performance-enhancing risks are explored in depth. Track trials and first races. From training center to starting gate. Yearlings graduate into juvenile racers. We follow them through breezing workouts, gate schooling, and maiden races. The thrill of first wins and lessons from first losses are captured with candid commentary. Winning isn't everything, learning from loss. Defeat as a stepping stone to greatness. Trainers and owners reflect on how setbacks, injuries, poor starts, or temperament issues teach patience and forge resilience. This chapter shows how grit is cultivated as much as speed. The breeder's dream realized. When vision meets validation on the track. We meet breeders whose horses have gone on to win graded stakes. Emotional victories, recognition, and what it feels like to raise a horse from birth to glory are shared through powerful stories. Retirement and legacy. Life after the finish line. From breeding shed to second careers in eventing or therapy, this chapter discusses ethical retirement, transitioning racehorses, and how great bloodlines are preserved for the future. The future of the thoroughbred. Where is the sport headed? A thoughtful exploration of genetics, driven analysis, sustainability, climate change's effect on breeding seasons, and the growing debate over horse welfare in racing. Thought leaders share visions of a smarter, safer, and more ethical racing world. Like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you.